have the big guns with me today. I have Lance Wolf and Barrington McIntosh. I don't know if Barrington's coming from Jamaica, but he's from Jamaica.
Yep, in Jamaica.
A little bit of background on Barrington real quick. Don't want to go into this too much because we only have about a half an hour with him. So Barrington lives in Jamaica, has been pioneering strategies to create an extremely successful international multi-million-dollar Amazon business. He is a highly sought-after international trainer, coach, mentor, and industrial leader who has helped thousands of students learn how to start and grow and scale their e-com business to make millions in sales. He has produced and provided valuable and knowledgeable courses and resources to multiple e-com communities and one of the most trusted and most creative leaders selling on Amazon. Lance Wolf is a 13-year seasoned seller. Been that long, huh, Lance? Has been involved in almost every aspect of Amazon selling, mastering the art of private label, wholesale, and most of all, retail arbitrage. In 2016 and 2017, Lance did over $9 million in sales with a manufacturer and continues to do RA, private label, and wholesale in his personal selling account. Guys, Lance is a friggin' machine. He's like unstoppable out there. He's out there doing the stuff that he's teaching today. So what you guys are going to be asking questions today or what they're going over is something that they're not only talking about, they're walking the walk. So, hey guys, welcome back on my show. It's been a while since I've had you guys. I'm really excited to get you back in here in fourth quarter because I know this is what Lance calls the gravy.
Oh man, that's Barrington's. I took that from him and tried to steal it.
I just tried to give it to you. Sorry, but I you know, he wouldn't let me, Barrington.
You know me, I can never take the credit.
It's gravy time. And you know what? We're so thankful and appreciative to be on your show. We recognize and understand that some persons are trying this for a long time, John, and they're saying, we need help. We just need help and a direction and guidance on what we need to do, what's working. And we've been doing this for the past 5 years. We have pioneered strategies to help you during quarter four. And quarter four is October 1st to December 31st. And that's when you can make 80% of your profits selling on Amazon. And what we're doing is not just telling you, we're walking the walk. We're in there with you. There is no one on planet Earth that understands products like Lance Wolf. Nobody. I can say that hands down. Nobody on planet Earth understands products like Lance Wolf. He will walk into a store, and I'll walk in with him, John, and he just gravitates to a certain aisle, and he's, okay, here's a good one, here's a winner. And I'm like, Lance, how do you know these things? Like, how do you know it's going to sell? And he's like, years of experience, Bear. I can tell you, I can smell it. I can feel when a good product is right there. You are going to be able to, in our training group, watch over his shoulder. Lance goes into Walmart at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's doing it. He's not just talking about it. He's actually in there. Chris Green said something to me. He said, Barrington, do you know what we do online? We sell confidence. Persons have their money, they have the know-how, but they just don't have the confidence to pull that trigger because they just want to see you doing it. And Lance Wolf is hands down the best at products. If there's any product I'm going to buy, I'm calling him first. Hey, dude, what do you think about this? My advisor, my coach when it comes to products. So we work together well because I do a lot of wholesale. I buy a lot of wholesale, and you know, we learn from each other. First 2013 conference, we met each other. I never knew you could sell toys online. He didn't know you could sell groceries. At the end of that year, we both sold over $30,000 on the category that we didn't know you could sell on. Boom, boom. That started the friendship. That started the business partnership. And today, I mean, what's that? 6 years later, we are doing crazy things on Amazon and helping people to succeed. And that's what we pride ourselves in. We want to help you to succeed in selling on Amazon. Lance?
And we're not the only ones that have formed this friendship. I mean, just to talk about Barrington and I and John, you know, just through this business, we have so much in common. Barrington was in my wedding, and I met him back in 2013. John and his family were at the wedding. We were all together, and we've always been in these groups together, and it just, the friendships are really something that I like the most, just because once you network with somebody, then you start to do the deal sharing. You encourage each other. There's a lot of mental to this business, you know, trying to stay mentally tough, especially when Q4 is over. Well, and you're on this high, man. Like you're out there, just like Barrington said, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. You're rocking and rolling. You're hitting the stores. Everything you send in is selling as soon as it hits. And then you hit this stop. And you're like, man, what now? So that's what's cool about this group that we have. This is all year long. It's not just Q4. So just to give you guys a little bit of a piece of what I do around Q4, I typically do around $50,000 profit. And that's usually just for December. And that's not, I'm not out here bragging because there's people that do 5, 6 times that in the Q4 season. But even if you don't put every effort into this, you could still, well, you know, people love getting a $5,000 holiday bonus. I mean, wouldn't you like to have a $5,000 holiday bonus, not to do much work? But if you really want to put the work into it, you can make a ton. So that's why we do this, to encourage people, the friendships that have formed just from our groups. People that came to Jamaica, they're in these groups all year long with each other, and they help each other out. This is a business where you need that support.
And you know, the beautiful thing about what Lance said is relationships are the currency of your business. Do you know that Dave Shannon is on here. Dave Shannon. He's in the chat. And the funny thing, we did a conference and Dave came to the conference in Dallas and he learned one strategy, how to sell shoes. No, we have to talk to David about selling shoes because he's a multi-million-dollar seller and selling shoes. So our students have gone on to do millions. We have one student who is doing $1 million in December only since the first time he came with us, the week of 2014. And every year since then, he has been doing $1 million in sales on Amazon, retail arbitrage only. People are saying, oh, retail arbitrage is dead. Crazy. But the thing is the confidence, the camaraderie. How do you feel when persons are saying, hey, aren't you going to get a real job? You're going to be doing this Amazon thing and you know it's not working for you. It's frustrating. We understand how you feel. But you know what? We know this work. We were there. And the beautiful thing is, we're not just saying, oh, it's always on a high, high, high. We have low moments as well. We have times when our account has been suspended. We know what you go through. We're there in the trenches with you. That's why we make this, it's real. And what we do every Q4 is we offer a group where we bring sellers on board and we go through webinars. We teach you what to buy, why to buy it, which is the biggest thing. Why would you buy this product? I will call Lance. Let me give you guys a quick story. I'm in Florida, like usually come to Florida every year because I'm in Jamaica now. So I'm in Florida and Lance calls me and he said, Barrington, where are you? I said, I'm on the 95. He says, listen, take the next exit and go to, is the store name of the store again, Lance? Marshalls.
Yeah, the Marshalls, yeah.
He says, go to a Marshalls and purchase these sheet sets called Sheiks.
No, it's Home Goods. Home Goods. But it's the same thing. They're connected anyhow.
He said, don't question it. Just go and buy them. I went in. I bought 10, $29. They were selling for $179 each. I made $100 in profit. So this guy gave me a tip. And within an hour, I made $1,000 profit for about 35 minutes worth of work. This is work. We're not selling you a pie in the sky, or you can just make $1 million tomorrow. It requires work. But once you put in the work, you will recognize that this business can work for you wherever you are. I live on an island. He will call me up and say, hey, you got to go get this at Walmart. I go on Walmart online, purchase. I'll send to, like my aunt is in Florida. I'll send to her. You have, John Bullard's senior warehouses. You can purchase online, send to the warehouse, and then have him send it to Amazon. Before you know it, you're seeing Amazon has just shipped the item you sold, and you're here on an island. It's amazing. There's no other time that we know in history that you could do this, run $1 million business from an island. It's
it's funny, Barrington. I'm not looking down to be rude right now. I'm actually looking down because I'm checking out this is the free group right now. There's still 14 days left to get in our group for free. And I'm looking at this thing right now, and there's deal after deal after deal. Here's a mug right here. I'm not going to mention specifics because this is a group where people are, trusting them. We're not going to share the products. But here's a $6 mug selling for $49.99. Here's a glove $12 selling for 50 bucks, 20,000 racket sports, 150 reviews. Here's a Halloween type thing, 10 bucks selling for $24.99. Bunch of reviews, good rank. Sometimes you get ones where people post $6 selling for 18. It's not as much, but we educate them. We say, hey, we're looking for products with a little more profit. So that's what you get in these groups too. It's not just, we're going to let it go. We're going to talk to you and help you out. So I'm just looking through here, and this is just a free group.
And you know what, guys? The link is in the chat. John shared the link in the chat. I'm not sure if it's also shared on Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you're coming in from. But we're saying, try it with us. We're proving what we're saying. At the end of the day, you have 14 days, you have a 30-day trial. If you don't like it, hey, that's fine. We're good with that. We always want to prove that we are the best when it comes to Q4 and training. That's what we do. Hands down, that is what we do. And we're in the trenches with you. This is not somebody who's going to say, hey, we run on here. I mean, where, Dale H. Listen, the for you, easily make thousands of, but what's going to be your part? It is going to require that you take action. We can tell you all the strategies, we could give you all the products, but if you don't go out there and take action, it will not work. So if you're that kind of person, it doesn't make any sense. We're telling you straight up, it doesn't make any sense. You have to be willing to say, the next 3 months, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to follow the suggestions. I'm going to look at why to buy this, why to buy that. And then I'll see what happens afterwards.
You know what's fun about this too, Barrington? When you actually know something works because you're doing it. I mean, look at me. You can tell I'm doing this. I look terrible right now because all I do is crank out Amazon products all day. And a lot of guys that do this, they also look like me when it's Q4. We don't shave. Sometimes I'll call Barrington and he didn't shave that day. Or John Jr., I'll call Junior up. He's got a beard out to here. Like, we're doing this stuff, man. We're in like, when he says trenches, we're not playing around. We're doing it, and we're excited to talk about it because we know it works. We're not talking about it to trick you into paying us, whatever the $297 or whatever it is to get into the group. We're doing this because we know it works.
And that's it. This is how we live. This is how we feed our families. So we were doing it. And you know what, Lance? Lance, can you share your screen and just go through a couple of your numbers, what you did last year in terms of Q4, October 1st to December 31st for last year?
Sure. And while we're doing that, Johnny, I think I could tell you're leaning forward. You got something you're excited about.
Well, I just want to say that I'm in the group, and I just want to tell people that are here, if you want to make money and you don't like to hear that ding go on all the time on your phone in the WhatsApp group, then it's not the group for you, because this thing is booming, especially right now. Every second that thing's going off with deal after deal after deal after deal. And let me tell you something. You're going to have to do something unless you want to stay up, like they said, all night, because it's going to go constantly until fourth quarter is over. There's people out there shopping like Lance, and like he said, they're out there 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. They're making it happen. This is a time where 80% of what happens on Amazon with Amazon retail arbitrage sellers happens in Q4. I mean, yes, you can make money throughout the year, but you're going to do the bulk of your business in that 3-month period. Even January is a really good month. So this is the time. It's go time. You don't have time to waste anymore. If you want to get into Amazon, or if you're doing Amazon now and you're already approved to sell on Amazon, and you're not taking up this offer to take your business to the next level, this is like throwing money away.
That's right.
And you know what, better, John?
You could have said it better. And you know what's beautiful about this? This is a business investment. So you invest $297 into your business, and this ends on December 21st. So this offer started yesterday and it ends on December 21st, but also we'll have another that goes throughout the year. You can be with us throughout the year. But the beautiful thing is, we challenge you. If we can't help you to make $297, I mean, we'd have to just give you a refund. And that's going to be hinging on, are you going to take action? So you're not going to say, okay, well, I'm paying, okay, I'm waiting on my $297. No, you have to put in the work. But once you do, this will start to happen to you. Look at, Lance is going to log into his account, but look at, what's going to happen when you see deals. I mean, we call it dependers. We call it dependers. I have a quick story to share with you guys. Lance sent in 1,000 of a particular item, and he called me back. He said, Barrington, something is wrong with my account. I said, what do you mean? He said, I have 787 penders. Something is wrong. I got to get on the phone with Amazon. Do you know that those were actual sales? Those were actual sales.
I thought they lost my stuff.
Yeah. How could you have some pended orders in just a short period of time? This is what happened. That's one day. So,
yeah, the other thing that these guys aren't talking about as far as the numbers, and if you're part of their groups, and one of the powerful things about this group is they work together. So let's say that you have some products that you can't sell, you're not approved in, get with somebody that's in the group that's approved and team up with them. Mm-hmm. Then you both, it's a win-win. So they have communities that work together and they're working for that win-win situation. So if something's stopping you, you go in the store and say, oh man, I'm restricted, I can't sell it. So what? Find it, put it out there, say, hey, who wants to team up with me and we can share the product. I mean, there's so many things that they do in these groups that are going above and beyond just being in the group.
That's a brilliant point, John, because you know what? I don't even worry about being approved in a category anymore. If I see a deal for $5 and I know it's going to sell, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to purchase 100. I'll have, at $5, it's selling for $70 online, and I purchase for $5. We have a strategy called buy and hold. So at $5, I'm thinking I should easily be able to resell this to somebody who's approved for, let's say, $12. I just made 120% profit. I'm cool. I'm not going to leave that there because I'm not approved. So you have to start thinking creatively, thinking outside of the box. Lance, go ahead.
You know what? So you're probably thinking this is a mistake. No, Lance, you're supposed to do October 1st to December. But no, I'm actually doing this purposely because I want to show people that, okay, this is 31,000 in sales. A lot of people will be happy about that. For me, doing this for so long, this was right out of when I had that tough time with the pillow business. I was in this big business. Barrington was talking earlier about how we're real. We go through trouble too. Everything's not perfect. So this was my comeback. When I decided that I'm not going to quit this thing, you know, after I had a tough time in 2016 and 17. Well, 2017, 16 was tremendous. But anyhow, now I'm rambling, but I want to get into why I'm doing this. The reason I'm doing this is I want to show you first the progression of how sales go up. And number two, this is the month of October last year. You have 14 days to do this for free still to get into our groups. That's $31,000 in sales, and that's something I'm upset about. I could do way more than that, and so can you. This is a number that I put a lot of work into, but not a tremendous amount of work. And from what I've learned over the past year from doing strictly RA, man, I could triple, quadruple that number. So, okay, so that's October. You get in this thing for free. You could get a piece of that 31,000 in the next 14 days just by getting on the list. So let's extend this to December 31st. And
I love the progression, Lance. I love the progression.
200,000. Yeah, so that's a nice progression. And you think about that, the Q4 group is, I think it's like 297. That's usually the price point we do.
297.
297. And you're telling me 297, you could convert that into 198,000. A lot of these sales I got from my Q4 groups. We benefit from them too, because we have all the groups. We have access to everything.
You know, let me just give you a quick story, guys. I live here in Jamaica. I have to keep saying that because, you know, I want to take your excuses away. So last year, somebody posted, it was a fiber, and it was one that was posted in the group. So they're looking for particular, like people who go on the cruises, they like to have it in the sachet. They don't want it in the big tube. They want it in the sachet. So it was going out of stock, and they were changing the label, whatever. And somebody posted, hey, this is selling well. You're buying for $19.99 at Target. It's selling for $69 on Amazon. So we bought everything on Target that we could find, and it was done. So we went here to our local pharmacy, and I'm going to tell you the moral of this story. We went to our local pharmacy here in Jamaica. And they're like, oh, we have boxes of this thing over here. It's going out. We have boxes. We made 8 $8,000 from one tip that was shared in the group. $8,000 profit. Now, what's the moral? One tip can make you way more than $297. Just one tip.
Barrington, I never told you this story, I don't think, but I went on a missions trip back in, might have been like 2012, perhaps. And I went to Grenada, which is, you know, down in the Caribbean I think it's by Puerto Rico. I can't even remember where it was, but I've been there. But anyhow, I found a product there that I was familiar with, and you couldn't get it in the US because it was so out of stock, so discontinued. They had 15 of them in this little store that they had there. And I paid $10 a piece. I negotiated too. I think I got them down to 5 each. Sold each one for like $187.99. Took them all home in my suitcase. Grenada.
Dude, we're trying to show you guys that in your local area, let's say you live close to the chocolate factory and they make a certain kind of chocolate just in this location. You have local stores, local pharmacies that nobody shops at. You could go in there and find some gems and you can list those on Amazon. And I think the biggest thing for persons to wrap their mind around, Lance, is why am I going to find a profitable product and share it with 100 more people, 99 more people? Why would I do that, Barrington? That's ridiculous. We're not mad at you. That's exactly what we thought at first. We're like, Lance, crazy. We have a profitable product. We're going to share it with so many people. But guess what? Listen, the Bible at Luke 6:38 says, practice giving. People will give to you. But watch this. When you do that, you find all of them in your area. You clean them out. You send it in. It sells off. You cannot find any more. Wouldn't that be selfish not to share that with the group of people all around the US who can find the same thing? Guess what's going to happen? They're going to do the same thing. So you are actually going to run out of money before the deal. You can buy all the deals. You're never going to be able to buy all the deals. Amazon stocks out. Amazon, the multi-billion-dollar company, stocks out. If they could carry everything, they would. But they stock out. The demand is so great. And it's just like a 14% penetration for Amazon. The sky's the limit. There's so much to do. We have a few minutes left, guys. We'd love to take some questions, John, because we have a few minutes left. So we'd love to take some questions, like real questions, any concerns that you may have.
Oh, you're on mute, John.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
All right, guys, you can post your questions in the chat now. I'm sure you must have some questions for them. I mean, they went over a lot of great information. I'm also posting in here, guys, in the chat. I want you to think about this a little bit, what I'm posting here. I basically said you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The ball is in your court. What could you do with the extra money? Pay off cars, trips, education payments, etc. Think about where you are now and how life-changing it could be by January. Because this is literally life-changing stuff. If it's done right and you're part of their groups, which they do it right, it could be life-changing.
And you know what, John? I mean, I remember this one guy came into the group. He said he purchased the group like in October, but he was busy with work, and we understand life happens. He said like the first week of December, he's like, oh yeah, I bought this group. Let me go in there and see what's happening. He found Yeti mugs. That year it was hot. And he did over $100,000 because he found like someone who was wholesaling it and he bought a ton of them. He sent them into Amazon. He said, Barrington, I did over $100,000 in Yeti mugs. Can you imagine that? One tip can change your business. So again, you have the time to check it out. If it's not for you, it's not for you. No hard feelings. But we close our free trial offer on October 15th. So you have almost 2 weeks to do it. Lance?
Here's a product right now. I'm glad you just brought that up about the one tip. Somebody just dropped the product. It was in the Bolos. I don't even think it was in one of our masterminds. But I'm not going to mention it, but everybody's running after this thing and they're finding it. It's not like one of those impossible to find items. And as soon as it hits Amazon, it blows out. It's a Halloween item. It's crazy. It's there right now.
And that would make you all of your gravy back, all of your investment back. So guys, I mean, we are so thankful and appreciative, John, for your time, for bringing us on here. But for your audience, if you are unsure, if there's something that you're hesitant about, we get it. We were there. Maybe this is your last $297 to invest, and you're thinking, oh, should I really invest? Should I really do this? I want to do it. But guess what? You still have time for the trial. You still have time to test it out to see whether it's for you. If it's not
Now's
for you,
the time to make the money, Barrington. Now's the time to make the
use it.
$297.
That's it. You know what the challenge is? When you jump in, make that $297 back. After that, we call it gravy. Everything is gravy after that. So we really appreciate you guys coming out. If you're watching this on the recording, we truly appreciate your time because we understand your time is valuable. But give us the chance to prove to you that we are going to take your business to the next level, because that's what we do. And we're proud of it because we are in the trenches doing it with you. We call ourselves the Q4 Masters because that's what we do. And we've proven it over again. That is, I mean, this time of year, we just light up. You can tell from the energy in our voices. We light up this time of year. So, I mean, John, thank you so much for having us on. We truly appreciate this, man.
Hey guys, thanks for being here. And like what they're talking about, guys, I mean, you've got to, the free trial ends October 15th. I think that's what they said. You've got until now and to then to get in and be on the free trial and start making money and prove it for yourself. Just go out there and get in the group and say, wow, this thing is amazing. And then decide, well, this is great. Then you pay the $200 and something. But I can promise you, you're going to 10x your money if you get in these groups and you're doing what these guys are teaching. And they all work together. It's just like a machine in these groups. I mean, like I said, I'm part of the groups, and that WhatsApp thing goes off like crazy this time of the year with all kinds of offers, day and night. And I'm talking 24/7. I'll promise you get in that group, and if it's not going off, then there's something. They crashed the market or something, because it's not going to not go off. It goes off all day and all night. And for those of you, I thank you guys for being here as well. Thank you, Barrington and Lance. And thank you guys for being here. This will go out into, for the people that get the replay, you will also have that offer, the free trial to October 15th. Again, that deadline is coming up. We're talking 13 days away. I will get this out as well to all my channels that I have in social media. And hopefully you guys that are on here, take advantage of this, because this is something that I know that I've been a part of, and that really has allowed me to come home. In the beginning, it's not why I'm home now, but it is a big part of what got me home, to where I can do what I want to do, host my shows and be where I want to be when I want to be. And if that's you and you want to be able to pay off cars, trips, education, or just be able to get the freedom to know that if you've got something coming up, we all know we got that unexpected bill that always shows up. Well, guess what? Now you got, call it the rainy day fund. Make sure you have one. Let's do it. Ain't nothing to it. And you just heard me dinging. He's probably dinging in the group right now. He's got that thing dinging over there. So it's going off. All right, guys. Thanks again. Pleasure having you here. God bless you both. And let's just crush it in Q4. All right, man. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, brother.